Hello, I'm Jamie.
Hello, I'm Mark, and it's time for another episode of Through the Garden Gate. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everything in between. It's Tuesday night, it's 7:30, it's time for
another episode of Through the Garden Gate.
Just thought we'd better test out the new garden gate. How are we all? There he is.
Hello.
He's outside.
I'm outside. And my hay fever is horrendous.
Mine's been bad the last few days.
I'm going to be sniffing and snotting and gosh knows what.
Not bad.
Oh, horrendous. Hello, George.
Hello.
You all right? What have you been doing?
We've done. It was there just there with the intro. We've built a new garden gate because there was we had a problem with rabbits.
Yeah.
Coming in, and they were coming in through the fence. So we chicken wired it all, and then they would just hop over that bit, and then come down. But we've made a gate, and we've put some chicken wire on that. So then if they do, they won't get past that bit either.
Perfect.
Hopefully.
Brilliant.
Hopefully it just slows them in their tracks.
And they go,
I'm sure it will.
It's not worth the hassle to go.
And then they'll start digging underneath.
Yeah, but
the veg will at the bottom.
Yeah, like the old Peter Rabbit.
Peter
Rabbit.
he just digs the tunnel, or his dad did, and then gets the vegetables and.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
See the carrots shoot down at the ground.
Yeah.
My dad said his hay fever's not been very good either.
No, it's not been great. Grass pollen season.
Yesterday, but I was cutting grass yesterday, so it's sort of understandable.
Were you cutting grass? Yeah. Oh, grass there.
At work.
Oh, at work.
And loads of it's shot up and gone to seed because of all that dry weather we had.
I'm getting too tall for the camera.
You'll have to get a seat down here as well.
I'll just have to kneel like this.
Yeah.
I look a bit dark, don't I? Is that because the sky's bright behind me?
That's it.
Yeah.
Look a bit grey there.
I think because the light's coming in that way in the tree. Let me go this way for a bit. There, look at that. That's better. They got any facts for us this week, George?
I don't know.
Yeah, you are.
Good. I was about to say, Dad, if you've forgotten, it's you that gets the blame.
Well, it's for you. I think you start finding your garden facts.
George's garden fact, not Dad's garden fact, and George just reads it out.
Like one last off for Tuesday night.
You can come down here with an iPad with it on, and you could have done your own research.
Yes.
Hey, Dad, Dilly, we're basically doing. Welcome to
Alien.
a episode of while we're walking through the garden gate. Whilst we're walking through the garden gate.
I know, yeah. Saw you.
Professional.
Which one?
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah.
Right. Garden fact: pumpkins are fruits, not vegetables. They can contain seeds. This also works the other type way with rhubarb, which is a vegetable.
Good fact. Good fact. Lots of people get loads of different vegetables and fruits muddled up, don't they? What's the other one, the real main one that everybody thinks is a vegetable?
Tomatoes. Tomatoes are fruit.
Yeah, tomatoes are fruit.
Yeah, everyone thinks they're vegetables, but they're fruits, aren't they?
Careful. Lose you in a minute.
I was about to just go like this, Jamie. I was about to go.
And rhubarb is a vegetable. Wow.
Because it's a leaf that you're eating in it, and it's not like a fruit.
And it hasn't got vitamins in it.
I bet it has. I love vitamins.
And then it flowers. It flowers to make its seeds. Yeah, very good.
Well then, bedtime.
I have a bath tonight.
You have a bath?
Yeah.
Alright then, have a nice bath, playing with your ducks. See you tomorrow.
Don't you dare say if you can take the dog.
No, I won't say that as much as I wish you could. Get off my hat. Go on.
See you, George.
Bye.
Bye. Has my Chinese yam grown since last week?
Nope.
A little bit. Just an extra bit of leaf look.
Oh yeah. Yeah. What have you been doing then?
Oh, busy moving lots of stuff as we've had some rain.
All right.
Because we had all that dry spell, I'd stopped moving plants because it was just a waste of time because they were just dying.
Yeah.
As we've had this wet spell, I've cracked on with moving some plants out of beds that are no longer going to be beds.
God, we had a hell of a storm on, was it Saturday? Oh my God, I've never seen anything like it in my life.
See, we got one clap of thunder and that was it.
We got hail and God, it was biblical.
Was
Yeah,
it? Loads of rain.
horrendous. Yeah, tons, gallons and gallons of it.
See, we've had rain, but nothing heavy. It's just been like every now and again and quite constant.
It was an hour or so on it. I'm sure it was Saturday afternoon, but it just absolutely hammered it for about an hour. It was a lot of rain. It was easy, an inch, maybe a bit more. You've cut the hedge, you've made a gate, you've planted lots of beds, you've been very busy in the veg garden. Your wife's reminding you because your brain's getting too old.
Well, that was the weekend though, wasn't it? I've been at work for the last 2 days, so I can't remember what I did at the weekend. Yes, I did cut the hedge. Only the sides though, just to stop it from overhanging all my veg beds because my rhubarb was getting none of the rain and was looking very unhappy. So
Yeah.
just needed to tidy the sides up a little bit. But
Yeah, that would hurt. Just nipping the tips off, does it?
no,
It disturb nobody.
I was keeping an eye out for the birds. I even saw a little bird nest.
You did, yeah. Saw that. Well, my pumpkins and squashes are all out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they get good big.
Oh, they're good size. So yeah, they're good. At least 8 inches in the pot. That was that foot thing you put on there. It looked like a foot.
Plant.
Yeah, no, but it looked like an old bony foot.
It's huge.
What is it?
It came from Farmer Gracie's, that did.
Bloody hell! Yeah, his own lorry.
It's a crinum. It's looks a bit like a yucca. It's a tropical plant.
Oh,
I lost one of my bananas last year, so I thought I'll get something different. And they were on like 60% off or something. So
all right.
I thought I'd give it a go, expecting like a little thing to turn up. And it did look like some of the guesses that people had put on there was hilarious.
I bet.
Leg of lamb.
It looked like some decapitated foot to me because the roots or whatever it was, it looked like toes at the bottom.
It was really weird because I was peeling the outer layers off to get to like the fresher stuff underneath, and the inside the like the plant, it's like all spiderwebby when you tear it.
Oh, right.
It's really weird, really odd plant. Bit creepy.
Your dad's just said he likes my bee suit. That is my new bee suit.
That's a bit funky, that.
Yeah, new one because not because the other one's just standard, and it was my birthday, and Teresa bought me that for my birthday. So main reason being is I've got one if people want to come down and have a look with me now. You see,
Spare one.
Yeah, but yeah, it's lovely, really, really nice. It's because you can imagine it's like you get hot when the sun's out, but that new one is just 3 different interwoven meshes, so you can hold it up, you can see through it, but it's thick enough so that the wind gets through, still cools you down.
You almost look like you're trying to disguise yourself as a bee, like a honeycomb.
You're Signal's going a bit blocky, Mark.
All 5G.
This is, you know, that don't mean nothing, does it?
It's actually all right for me tonight. Sometimes it gets really blocky, but seems to be all right.
Who we got tonight?
I don't know. Who have we got on tonight? I have to look in the book.
You can't remember her?
That's a good question, isn't it? Her regular content is Weeding Wednesday, a fantastic Seed Sowing Sunday live. She has chickens and ducks and is gardening to be more self-sufficient. A fellow hat wearer. Let's get her in. It's Georgina Newton Proctor.
And I had to ask her earlier if it was plot B or plot Bay.
And what is it?
Plot Bay.
Plot Bay. There you go. Probably showing your age asking that.
Hello.
No.
Hello.
I was mid through my orange then because I wasn't sure when I was coming on. I'm halfway through it, so I'm not gonna stop now. But
No.
it's okay. It's cool.
No, carry on, go for it.
I'm not wearing my hat today.
Letting the
It's
side
too hot.
See, Mark, one of your facts is wrong.
Well, no, I do usually wear a hat. To be fair, I'm not very on brand today, but it's okay. It's just really hot in the shed. I would have been like, "Hi, Tori."
It has been really warm today.
It's been mega warm this afternoon.
I had to go up in the loft this afternoon, and that was like an oven. Oh, it's awful. Absolutely horrible. That's the worst thing about my job, going in dirty, dusty old hot lofts. Horrible.
I don't even have a loft, so I don't.
No, it wasn't
Just
there.
got a bedroom at the top on the top floor. But, I was gonna say, Mark, have you that foot thing? I can't even remember what it was called from Farmer Gracie. I've literally just had a big box of Farmer Gracie stuff arrive today, and it took a few weeks for it to arrive, and it was like, you know, they did that 60% off or 40% off sale.
I did that.
I can't remember a few weeks ago. And I genuinely can't remember what I've ordered. So I was like, oh, well, it's literally just arrived, so I can open it here. We can have a look at what I've got.
Oh, brilliant.
We'll do a Farmer Gracie haul.
Live unboxing.
I wonder if it would be the same as mine. I done one. I think I got 10 things, and when I opened it, it was just 10 small bags of compost. There's nothing in it.
Really?
Well, there was tiny little tubers or roots or something, you know.
What did you get?
Don't ask me that.
You can't remember.
No, they're flowers. I can't remember
fine.
that.
I'm sure it was beautiful, whatever it was.
They will be. And to be honest, 2 weeks ago they came, and I potted them all up, and they are all shooting now. So.
Oh, that's good. I think I don't know what I got, but it was all stuff that I really should. I'm probably going to have to plant it tonight after I've come off this, because I think it's cutting it quite fine. I think there was a reason why it was all on sale.
Yeah.
It is, yeah, definitely.
I was starting to worry. I was like, "Come on, there's dahlias in there. They need planted."
Yeah, I think I've got a couple of dahlias, and I can't remember if I put them in the basket and then took them off the order or not. Because you know, when you put loads of things in, and you get to the basket and you're like, maybe I won't have all those things. It's like,
it's gone crazy.
There's a mortgage payment right there in bulbs.
I normally get to the basket and think, is the 40% off now, or is it going to come off?
Yeah.
Where am I saving money?
Yeah, you're not, because you just buy an extra few and that's it. You're back up to the top again. Georgina, tell us about yourself. What are you doing all of this gardening lark for then?
Oh, I just love it. I absolutely love it. I only started. I joined Instagram because I didn't know anyone that liked gardening other than a couple of people that they liked a little bit, but they didn't want to talk about it all the time, and everyone else was just boring the socks off them. So I just started an Instagram to make friends, and then last November I started actually making content. I never really did that before. I was just literally posting pictures of vegetables and be like, "Here, look at this," like, you know, and nobody cared. I just had like a few friends that I spoke to, and then I started making the occasional little video, and then I realized I quite enjoyed it. So But yeah, I'm basically just posting what I'd be doing anyway, even if I wasn't posting on Instagram. Just little things that interest me. I'm really into like perennials. I didn't used to do anything to do with like flowers or anything like that. It was always fruit and veg, like growing food and then like cooking with it. Whereas this year I've been doing a little bit more like flowers and a little bit more landscaping. I'm getting really handy with the lawn edging tool now, so I've been getting really good at that, and I'm getting really confident using tools as well. So I've got like a few different, like I got a still hedge trimmer for Christmas, which I asked for.
Wow.
And I have been learning how to use that, and I posted a video the other day because I was using it to trim some really long grass. I have had so much abuse off the back of that video. Like, what are you doing?
Trimming
So
the
I was like,
grass
am
with
I
a hedge
stupid
trimmer.
or am I a genius? Like, because I mean, I'm still going to do it because it is easier than using a strimmer, because it doesn't kick all the stuff back at you.
It don't really.
And it's like you'll go strimming and like, yeah, it'll knock everything back, but you end up covered. Whereas when you use the hedge trimmer, it just like
Lies
cuts
it
it
down.
and then it just flops and it's absolutely fine. So it's
Brilliant.
definitely good. But yeah, I got loads of people getting quite angry about it. Like,
No
what are you doing?
way.
I was like, it's my tool. I can do what I want with it.
My God.
Exactly.
I may have voided the warranty, but it's absolutely fine.
I bet it won't be quite as good when the blades get a bit blunt.
Well, yeah, we'll get to that when we get to it. You know, it's fine. It's absolutely fine.
Surely grass is not going to blunt the blades as much as cutting a hedge anyway.
I'm gonna say, like, I've got Lalandais. Like, I'm pretty sure. I mean, they're my garden, my rules. Yeah, exactly. Thank you. But I mean, everything blunts, doesn't it? I mean, I had like one of those mini strimmers that I was using for like lavender and all sorts, and that lasted me ages, and I don't think I even cleaned it. So, and that lasted like 3 years. So if I can get a couple of years out of the blades, I'll be happy.
I'm sure you will. Yeah, definitely. You'll get
Still,
loads
it'll
out
be
of
well
them.
made.
Yes.
Yeah, still they're good blades anyway. They'll last.
And
Yeah,
to put you at ease, I use a hedge cutter at work to cut down all of the perennial beds. So that is using it in exactly the same way as what you are using it.
Well, there we go. You see, I'm not stupid. Even though a few people on the internet said I was.
But I also think there'll be a few people who saw it and thought that's a good idea, and they've
I'm
turned it
gonna do
Yeah,
that.
you know what? A lot of people, and I actually had quite a lot of seasoned landscapers and gardeners saying like, I've done this for the last 20 years and I prefer it. So it was very 50-50. It was quite, I didn't think it was going to be controversial. I literally was just doing it. And I was like, oh, I'll just film this. Think smarter, not harder. Exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just thought, oh, I'll just film this because I thought it was quite funny. And I didn't think that so many people would resonate with it, but clearly it touched a nerve, in a good way and in a not so good way with some people. But yeah, there was people like, I put it on TikTok and there was people arguing amongst themselves, like about all the little like silly details. I'm like, it's not that deep. It's a hedge trimmer and it's grass. It's fine. It's it's okay, and it's not your garden. Don't worry.
Is it one
But yeah, people got
of the
quite
ones
emotional
with
about
the
it.
long handle on it, so you can do it standing up?
Yes, it's like the long reach one.
Oh, brilliant!
When you're
That's even better, then, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. It's really far away from you. So yeah, it's perfect. I mean, obviously, you have to be careful because you don't want to like hit any stones or anything like that. But it was literally just like, it was really thick. Like there was quite a lot of thick weeds in there. Although the bit that I filmed, it was just like a grassy bit. I was doing a lot of brush and like brambles and stuff as well. So it wasn't just grass. Which I've like, from posting it, loads of people have said that they use it for the same thing. So yeah, if you have a hedge cutter, don't blame me if it goes blunt, because I don't know 100% if it's going to wreck it. But I personally find it easier. So there you go. There's the fact you didn't know you needed.
Good idea.
But yeah. So yeah, I just literally post little snippets of what I'm doing. I absolutely love it. If I could deprioritize everything else and just be gardening or growing food or whatever, like I would, because it's just like, it's brilliant. I absolutely love it. Yeah. It becomes like all encompassing, doesn't it?
Definitely does. Yeah.
But all your social time as well. It's like, get to the weekend. Oh, let's go to the garden centre. And then
spend
get
the
some
rest
cake.
of the
Garden
weekend planting
centres
it all.
Yeah, garden centres are great now though, aren't they? They're not even like just for plants. They're basically becoming like, I don't even know how you describe it. They're becoming like an entire
Like a
day.
lifestyle centre.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is. Yeah.
Like they've got
Home and
all
garden
interiors.
now, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you can go get your Sunday lunch. You can go and like look at the garden stuff. They've got interior stuff. Like I'm thinking it's not even. They should just call it the life centre now
Yeah.
because it's not even like just garden anymore. But it is good. I enjoy it.
It is.
I really want to find out what's in this
Go
box.
on
Is
then.
it all
Let's
right if I
Get
open
it.
have a
it?
look in there.
Nathan.
Come on then.
Actually, I literally cannot remember what I've got in here. So it's like one of those really cheesy. Come and undo an unboxing
One
with
of
me, guys.
these in there.
This has not been gifted. Oh, yeah,
Pink foot.
I don't think I've got one of those. I don't remember seeing that on the website, if I'm honest.
No, not at
Although
all.
they don't post a picture of it looking a bit like
Yeah.
gnarly like that, do they? They always post like the
No, they
picture
just
of
post a
the
nice picture.
end
Yeah,
product.
exactly. Yeah.
So we'll see. This is where you see like the result of my impulse buying.
I bet you'll have some bags of soil in there, like I.
It's quite full. I obviously was on a splurge.
Mine was the same.
God. It's okay, the money's already gone from my account. It came out last month, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, that's just that. Okay, didn't need that. Oh, okay, I don't know why I ordered that because I've got loads of them, but it's a cafe au lait. I think I just ordered a few of those. I think there was a few different versions of the cafe au lait, which I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Oh yes, more hostas. I got
Oh,
more of the
lovely.
Jurassic Park hostas, which I absolutely love. They're the really massive ones.
Huge.
Have either of you got these?
No.
They're basically like, you know, a hosta, but they're massive. And I've got quite a few like shady corners in the garden, which I can't really do anything with, and it's only like moss that grows. And I've got like daffodils in there, but nothing else, like nothing to give any sort of interest. So how many of these did I get?
So when we say Jurassic Park, how big are we on about?
Oh, well, I've got some already planted, but they haven't got to full size yet. I think they get like big. Can someone have a Google and like, or whatever, and search whatever other search engines are available, but can someone use a search engine or anything and just see how big they get, because they do get really big, like really, really big. They're quite impressive from what I've seen. I've got them already in the garden, but they haven't got to full size yet. So, but I was like, I want to get some more because they're, even when they're, as they are now, quite small, they're really nice. They're quite architectural. I've got another one. I've got 3. I don't remember buying 3. Maybe I just kept clicking. Okay. I actually can't remember what this one is. Saponaria Ochimoides. Don't know if you can read it. Saponaria. I have no idea. I'm sure it looks very pretty on the website, but I can't remember what that looks like. These ones don't have a picture on the thing, and that's another Saponaria. Okay. I think I really liked these. I think I ordered a lot of them. Oh my goodness.
1.2 by 1 to 1.4 meters.
What, the Jurassic Park?
Yeah.
1 point, yeah, massive. They're really big.
They're like
Spread of 2.7 meters.
Yeah.
Good God.
It's literally, I think that's why they call it Jurassic Park, because it looks like some sort of like.
You need one of them, Mark, in your
like
next to your T-Rex. Yeah.
Well, I think there is. In fact, I don't think I have Jurassic Park in the garden. I think I have the T-Rex one in the garden currently, and I think the Jurassic Park is bigger. I think, I can't remember exactly, but some of the Saponaria. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh, this is a bit soggy. Agapanthus. Got some Agapanthus.
Which ones? Which ones?
It's Agapanthus albiflora XXL. I'm going for lots of large things, but I do have quite a lot of space.
White flowers.
Yes, but they do have a lot of space to fill, and I don't like bare soil. Like, I really don't like bare soil. And I like stuff that just is perennial. So all of these, they were like, they'll come back. So I was like, okay, great. I've got more eryngiums. Yeah, eryngiums. I've got loads of eryngiums.
Lovely.
You know, they're like the sea holly things. I've got some already in a pot that I potted up last year and then forgot to plant out, and they've come up and they're absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, I've got a lovely.
But I want to use them more for cut flowers because they're so nice.
I've got a lovely patch about, I don't know, about half a metre across, but it comes up exactly the same every year, and it's now going from that grey, the blue's now starting to come. It's lovely.
Amazing. That's so good. I got a few of those. I've already got some dotted around the garden, and two in a pot actually. But I bought more because I just like them so much. Usually, if I like something, I have to have like the same thing a lot, rather than like, I don't like to have too many different things. I like to have like either lots of the same foliage or lots of the same colour or things like that. I don't like it to be rainbow. I like it to be like just green and then a couple of different colours, not loads.
See, that's where my garden design is. If there's a gap, put a plant in it. Don't matter what colour flower it is, just stick a plant in it.
I've got quite a lot of things that self-seeded this year, which I've left in for now, but I'm going to pull out to put some of these things in. Like I've got loads of what's it called? Mugwort. Loads of that, which I just let grow because I use it anyway, medicinally. But I've just let it grow. It does take over quite a bit, but I'm going to pull it out. I'm just using it as ground cover at the moment.
Yeah.
So I'll pull it out. And I've got loads of lavender stuff, but that's everything. I think I just ordered quite a few of the same things.
You did, yeah. You were doing the whole 3 thing, weren't you? 3, 5, 7.
Yeah, well, I think I took the 3 thing, and then I was like, maybe I'll do 6. But yeah, but now I've got to pot them all up, or find somewhere that I can plant them out directly. But I'll be fine. So that's going to be fun for me, digging.
Yeah. Well, if we get any time in a little while after we've had a chat, I've got a table full of things I bought at the weekend from a plant fair.
You can show us.
I'll show you all those.
Yeah, I want to see. I might get inspired, although I don't need any more inspiration. Don't inspire.
Should we do that now? Let's get that out of the way now, quickly.
I don't know if I should be inspired by anything else just yet.
Yeah, get those in the ground first.
Oh,
love
are they the oxalis?
Yeah, little Origeron.
Oh,
love them. They just creep everywhere, don't they?
Yeah.
Growing.
Yes, they do.
Strantia?
Yes, it is. Strantia Roma.
Oh,
that's
nice.
really,
Pinky one.
really pretty.
Beautiful.
The leaves are very, very insignificant on that.
It's quite long up
Another
there,
one.
isn't it? No, same one. Just brought it back.
But you were doing 3s.
No. So you got to remember these were battered the other day by that storm because
That's Flomis? No, Monarda.
Minarda.
I have no idea what that is, but it looks pretty.
It's Minarda Brad Banana.
Monarda.
Brad Banana.
It looks good.
Which is what they make Earl Grey tea out of.
Is it? Oh wow!
Variety.
I just thought it was just like made out of tea leaves, like another type of tea leaf. It's got
you'll know what this one is.
No, I think it's the leaves.
Yes, beautiful.
Look at that. Love it.
Oh, I like this. It's got a lovely pink. It's like a pink and yellow, like a peachy colour, isn't it?
Tropic Sun. Tropic Sun.
Tropic Sun.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. There we go.
Orange.
Well, now I want a cocktail.
Beauty. Hold on. I like to do the reveal from underneath.
Oh, that's lovely.
I've got to wipe all the labels.
Oh, he just said everything sold out by the time I got to the sale on Farmer Gracie. Georgina bought it all. I'm
That's because
sorry,
we had it all.
Tori. I'll send you one of my giant hostas.
See, I
Give it a
can't
few
even
years.
read that, Mark. That's Gentanera.
It looks like evening primrose, but
It's very pretty. I thought
Gentanera
Earl Grey was bergamot.
fructosia. Erica Robin. I'll Google that one to get a proper pronunciation.
yeah, bergamot is the common name for Monarda. So,
Is it? I've learned something new today.
Another
another basket.
one. Yeah.
Oh,
Look at the colour of that.
That's
is that red or
lovely.
That's a
pink?
deep red.
Lovely.
That is Petra.
Petra.
Bascom Petra.
I do love the Bascums.
Yeah, they're really nice, aren't they? They always stand out.
You like your
little
tall flowers,
Yeah.
don't you?
Yeah, they're for the back of the borders.
Oh,
Spires.
yes, they can all. Yeah. Oh, lovely.
What's
That's
that? That lamium or salvia?
Meltis. Oh my god, Melittis.
Melian. No.
Melitis. There's no point in showing it because it's all backwards to you, isn't it?
Yes.
No idea.
Looks even worse.
It's a lovely plant. There we go.
It looks almost minty, but it's not. It's called apple mint, but it's not minty at all. But it's got these lovely little flowers.
Almost like a nettle flower.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a dead nettle almost, isn't it?
Dahlia?
No.
No. Gowra.
It's a verbena.
Verbena.
Verbena Bampton.
That's cool.
Very
Like
nice.
the red
Different.
stem.
I like the dark foliage. It's lovely, isn't
Yeah,
it?
really nice.
I want some more dark foliage plants in my borders. I've got I've got a few heucheras, and I've got another one which almost looks like banana leaves. It comes back every year, but I can't remember. And it has these like really deep red flowers that sort of spire.
I love heucheras.
Like
Heucheras are lovely, aren't they?
But I want some more like darker flowers. I think it does add a lot of depth.
That's salvia?
Yeah. Which one?
Peach something?
Oh, go on.
Peaches.
Flambe.
Flambe.
Peaches and cream.
Peaches and cream.
Did you just say peaches flambe?
Yeah.
We've got a new cultivar now. Here we go.
Get on it, Middleton.
Another one.
Salvia, pink one.
Pinky one. That's called Crystal Pink.
Crystal pink.
These three were right next to each other on the stand, and I thought, they look good.
Apparently, Brampton's a big spreader. Be careful with it, Jamie.
Yeah, I like that.
A bit like borage.
It's a nice yellowy one. That's called Melen. M-E-L-E-N. Melen. Melen.
Yeah, let's start a campaign for the new peach flambe salvia.
I love it. It sounds very summery. Peaches flambe. I like it.
Come on, what's this?
Cosmos.
Nope.
No.
Anemone?
Nope.
It looks like a cosmos. Is it a dahlia?
Oh. Let's see if Joe gets it. Joe, come on, what's this?
It must be a dahlia. Yeah.
Joe, you must get this one. Which dahlia though? Come on. How tall it is.
I'm no dahlia expert, as we've established.
Looks like, that does look like a cosmos flower though, doesn't it?
It looks like a cosmos crossed with an anemone.
Yeah.
It does, yeah.
Very pretty.
Leanne said anemone as well.
Leanne has. I'm not going to say it until Joe comes up with something.
Come on, Joe.
Come on, Joe.
Joe says, okay, next year I get to say I told you so.
Same as the...
she just said...
And there's a little
dahlia.
baby one there. Yeah, which one, Joe?
Bishop something, apparently.
No, Dahlia Mercury.
Oh, I knew that.
the
I
tree
just
one,
wasn't
isn't
saying.
it?
I didn't want
That's
to
the
make everyone
tree
else feel
one.
bad, so I just didn't say anything. But yeah,
The
I totally do
tree
that.
one.
Where have you got all these plants from, Jamie?
From East Ruston Vicarage Plant Fair,
I was
the
going to say that
weekend.
all these things look handwritten, a lot of them.
Yeah.
So
Oh, they are. Yeah, they're all. That's the best. Yes, the tree dahlia, the Merkii. That's another.
I've heard Alan talking about that on the podcast.
Oh yeah.
That's foxglove tree. No.
That's another salvia. Salvia Darcii.
Evening,
It
Kaya.
is Merkii. Hi, Kaya. That's another salvia.
I feel like you
This.
guys could do like a flower pub quiz where you just
Yeah.
get people to
They
like
just
guess
hold
the
up the
name of
flower.
flowers.
Yeah, should do.
Basil mint.
African blue basil,
Yeah.
and then
I've
these
got one of those.
two.
That's got a beautiful pink flower on it.
These two were a bit droopy a minute ago. Till I give them water, they've just picked up a bit. Variegated leaves.
No,
No,
no idea.
Is it a veg? Is it a flower? I thought it's kale.
it's a
Yeah.
kale. It's a perennial kale called
Oh, yeah, it's perennial. Is it Dorbenton?
Benton
Slash Taunton Dean?
Panish. Panish.
We should have been keeping scores on this. We could have had
I've got a couple of perennial kales, and I've got a perennial tree collard, a purple perennial tree collard as well. I like those. So they're
and
really good. You can take. They're really easy to take cuttings from. So when it gets bigger, you can take loads of cuttings and get lots and lots of perennial kales. So.
And then the last of all, I didn't buy these. I was given these.
Peppers.
No.
No.
Mark won't
Can't see.
recognise them because he's never grown them.
Quinoa? Dahlia.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, the dahlia cuttings.
They're all dahlias, yeah.
I did. I rooted dahlia cuttings the first time this year because I had bulbs or tubers that I planted that had started to sprout again, but quite a lot of them had died back. So when they started to sprout through, I did this. I didn't think it was going to work, but I literally just cut. I didn't even get any tuber, and I was like, "Oh, these aren't going to root," and they rooted. So it was really easy. Actually.
They do quite easily, don't they?
Yeah, I watched a few videos on it, and it was like, "This looks really complicated," but I'll just take a bit and put it in some water, and it grew roots. So it's a lot easier than the some of the videos make it sound.
Definitely. That's my show and tell. I'm not telling you how much all that costs because my market
I'm not going to ask. I'm sure it was very cheap.
A lot. I think they were an average of about £8 each. So
well, you can't put a price on happiness. That's all I'll say, and that is a lot of happiness right there for you.
But hopefully, most of them will come back. Salvia's, a bit temperamental sometimes, isn't they? But I think most of them will come back.
Strong plants as well. Yeah, really good sized pot.
That's the thing, yeah. Because they're not. I know you said about garden centres being lovely, which they are. But when you go to nurseries and you get proper nurserymen who actually grow their own,
it's totally different, isn't it?
Oh, unbelievable! They're so knowledgeable. There's one stand there, Joe Sharman. He's Monk Silver Nurseries. Go on his website, Monk Silver Nurseries. I just say, Joe, I want this, 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 and this, and he'll go. Of course, he wants to sell me loads of plants, but half of them are from his. And he went, yeah, look, we stood them all together. Absolutely beautiful. All the tall, the Bascums and all that. Absolutely lovely. Can't beat it. Just get carried away, don't you?
The tuber for cuttings don't damage the eye. Oh, okay. So I saw a couple of videos where they were like, you need to take a bit of the tuber, and I was thinking, I don't think I need to do that.
Just take the shoot off.
Yeah,
I've just seen them wiggle it, wiggle,
you have to cut like a sliver of the tuber, and I was like, I'm not going to do that because I'm going to kill like the last of the tuber that's left that didn't get got by frost. So I risked it, but I was like, I'm not going to do that. But yeah, you don't need to take a sliver of tuber. tuber.
I tell you, I've seen Kim do it. She just wiggles the
Yeah,
chute, and that just snaps off,
that's
and
what I
that's it.
did, to be fair, but I've not seen that video, but that's what I did. I saw like a 50-50. It was like half the people took it off, and half people were like, I think people have like seen it and taken that and gone, that's what you have to do.
Yeah.
But I just
I've
wing
seen
it.
it where they've got a really sharp razor blade and
Yeah.
slit a bit of the
I was
actual
like, this is getting far
plant
too
off as well.
complicated now.
Yeah.
It's becoming surgical. I don't need to go that far. I was going
Right,
to split my hostas, but I didn't dare do it. Everyone said not to do it until I got some plants, and I was like, I could split those, but everyone said do it when they've died back. So I'm waiting to do that now.
Okay.
I'm excited. But sorry, what were you going to say?
I was just about to say this is about you. This podcast, not about all my plants. We should be talking about your gardening.
I
Well,
was enjoying
we
our
are a
little
little
chat
bit.
then. It's quite
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
I want to see more of your plants.
A garden tour in a minute.
Yeah, that'd be great.
So, where did gardening come from you? Where did it all come from when you were a kid?
You know what? It started off. It wasn't necessarily gardening for me. It was growing food. So it was more about that than the appearance of the garden or anything else. It was specifically the reason I got into it was self-sufficiency. So we all went through, the sort of 2020s when the supermarkets had a lot of bare shelves, and you couldn't. There's been times where there's been supply chain issues and you can't get certain fresh fruit and veg, in when you need it.
Yeah.
And then I kind of was like, well, maybe I should grow my own. And I tried it, and someone gifted me some strawberry plants as well. And they're like the gateway plant, really. Strawberry and tomatoes, they're like the gateway plant for gardeners a lot, especially if you're like wanting to grow like food. So I started that, and I was just doing little bits, and then I applied for an allotment, and I just started to have fun with it. I didn't think I'd get into it. Like, if someone had said to me before then, oh, you're going to get really into gardening, I'd be like, don't be silly. No, I'm not, but I absolutely love it. And it kind of crept up on me, and it's like, it kind of seeps in, and it sort of invades your entire brain, doesn't it? Where you're like, then all of a sudden you're like waking up super early and you're going checking on your plants, and you're going out late at night to check for slugs, and it just gets crazy. But I absolutely love it. I wouldn't change it for the world. But yeah, I'm still learning loads. I'm definitely not a gardening expert. I'm very much an enthusiast, but I really love learning from other people. So chatting to people who are far more knowledgeable than me. I know more than I think I realise now, though. Like, I'll be talking to people and I'll be like, no, I'll be able to engage in more complex conversations. But I think I'll probably never see myself as an expert. I'll always see myself as an enthusiast. And I just like sharing the enthusiasm with other people. Like, you don't have to be the best at something to enjoy it. There's lots of people who are absolutely fantastic at lots of different types of gardening, and I appreciate them all, and I like learning from them all. And I just do it to, like, primarily I like to grow food, because who doesn't like eating?
Definitely.
But I just love that, and I love going out into the garden, and it's for me, it's the best way to get my daughter involved. Just go out into the garden, and she just like picks all, like, we've got so many raspberries coming through now, and like none of them make it into the house because we just go out and, everything's covered in raspberries. But it's great. I just really do it. And then I've got, to be fair, I don't have that much of a problem with slugs because I've got ducks. So they kind of take care of a lot of that, which we hatched last year, so that was really fun.
Brilliant.
Which again, my daughter was really involved in, because she was like upset every day. We were like handling the eggs and checking, and then obviously when they hatched, that was a really big thing. So we just kind of, I absolutely love it. It's like a lifestyle now, and it's becoming more and more so, like, where because you're growing things, you're eating more seasonally, you're cooking more seasonally, and you're busy at different times. So you're thinking, right, it's winter now, I'm going to sort of slow down a little bit, or I know what I'm overwintering, I know, this is my plans for next year, and it's just really fun. It's like you get to October and usually everything will be dying back and people wouldn't be spending time outdoors, and gardeners are like planning their bulbs that they're going to plant and get. There's still a reason to go outside if you've got chickens or you've got any kind of outdoor animals. You've got to go outside to sort them out, so you're not just stuck in even if it's bad weather or cold. You've still got to go outside, but I really like that. And I've kind of incorporated a lot of structure as well now into my Instagram, which is selfishly, it's kind of for me because I need structure. So like I remind myself to do weeding, and like I was like, well, if I need to remind myself, I'm gonna maybe encourage other people to do it as well, because people don't really like to do it. So like if people post it and then they say, they tag me in it, I'll share it to my stories and say well done and encourage people, and it makes it more fun rather than just going, oh, I've got to go out and do the weeding now. So and the seed sowing Sundays, again, it's a case of once you've got past that initial spring rush of sowing seeds, people often forget to succession sow, which is really important, especially if you're growing food.
Really
it's
important
to grow in succession. So but it reminds me to do that, because otherwise I'd be like, oh, I'll do it next week. Well, I have to do it because I'm going on a live, so I'm like, oh, I've got to look up what should I sow out of all of my thousands of seeds that I have.
We're all the
same. But I really enjoy it. I think it's really nice, and I think it's nice. I really like getting other people involved, so I don't just like to be talking to people like, oh, this is what I'm doing. I like to see what other people are doing as well and chat about it. It's like I wanted to see all your plants. I was like, here's my plants, now let me see yours. Like, it's really nice. I really enjoy that. But yeah, I'm just having lots of fun.
Yeah,
so
it's good.
Getting to see lots of cool things. Like Mark and I, we went to see the Taylor's daffodil farm, and you get to see so many wonderful things when you're doing stuff like this as well, which I felt very lucky to be able to go and see. And yeah, there's just loads. Are you guys going to Gardeners World live as well at the weekend? What days are you going?
Saturday.
Tomorrow,
You're
Saturday.
going Saturday. I'm going on Friday. But well, I won't see you there. But it's like things like that where you get to go and you sort of lots of people that are there as well. So like I could go to those things on my own, and it's really, I'll know loads of people, and I can meet people and chat, and I really enjoy it. People who've got stalls there, and I know a few people who've got show gardens there or are setting up show gardens there at the moment. So it's just really nice. So I love it. Yeah.
It does look like it's been a busy last few days there, doesn't it? From all the different stories and reels that have been on.
Yeah.
People have been really, really, really busy.
Yeah, definitely. Have you got any shows that you guys are doing this year? Are you going to do any show gardens or anything like that, or are you just going to keep it chill?
No.
Shows.
Have you done that? Have you done it before?
We both helped in different gardens last year. They weren't ours, but we both helped build gardens last year.
Oh, lovely. Oh, that's good. Don't forget your high vis tomorrow.
Yeah, I just read the email. We've got to take high vis tomorrow because they'll still be building.
It says they'll provide them.
No, it doesn't. It says we can't provide them because we ain't got many.
Oh, I thought it said we will provide them.
No, we won't.
Where are you going tomorrow? Am I being totally...
No, we're going to the NEC. We're going to but it's the press day.
Oh, right. Oh, I see. Yeah. It's a shorter time, the press day, though, isn't it? It's only a few hours.
Yeah,
it's from 3 o'clock,
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, they don't.
Well, you have to let me know if there's any particularly good stalls or sections to see that I need to go, because sometimes you get so distracted and you don't get to see everything. So
there's so
if there's
much
anything
there, isn't
good,
there? At the NEC, there's so much there. It's crazy.
I've never been to Gardeners World Live. I've never been. This will be my first Gardeners World show. I haven't been to one before, and I've only been to the NEC once, and that was to the Good Home show. A few years ago. But that's it. I've not been to any of the Gardeners World. Well, most of them are too far away because I'm in Yorkshire. Most of them are really far away. So this one's a bit. Oh, doggy! This one's a bit far away. So But this one's, sorry, not far away. This one's a bit closer, so I can get to it more easily. Whereas the other ones were like an 8.5 hour drive. Was it Bewley? It was about like an 8.5 hour drive
Bewley.
away. I was
Very
like,
No,
far.
I didn't go to Bewley. That's about 4 or 5 hours from me, let alone from
oh
Yorkshire.
crikey. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's still a long way, isn't it?
It
Hampton
is.
Court's just about far enough.
Yeah, we go to Hampton Court in, when's that? Beginning of July.
Yeah.
Beginning
Yeah.
of July, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
That's going to be good. Yeah.
I'd like to go to that one, but I haven't actually looked into getting tickets or anything yet. But I'll have to have a look. But I want to do more. I went to the Harrogate show, which was really nice.
Yeah.
So it's a bit smaller, that show though. So yeah, but that was good. So I want to do a few more, but it's a lot of travel though, a lot of the time, especially if you're in the north, and a lot of them are further south. It is a huge time investment.
You must be quite close to Wentworth then, later on in the year.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
So I will be going to the Wentworth RHS show, which is really good. I'm really glad that that's there. That's about 45 minutes away from me, so it's not far at all.
Oh, that's good.
Wow.
That's really handy, because it was in Cheshire before. It was in Tatton Park, which is close to where I'm from originally, but obviously not where I'm living now. So yeah, no, I'm excited.
Yeah, I went to Tatton last year. That was all right. It's a long way though.
It is, and the traffic was always
For
really
us.
bad because the roads are so narrow going into there. I remember it was always a bit of an. I never actually went to the Tatton show, but I used to have to drive past it, and it was always a nightmare whenever it was on.
Yeah, I bet.
If you are up north, you could visit the Newby Hall Northern Dahlia Championship in September. Ooh,
Wow.
Oh, that sounds good. Whereabouts is it? Do you know at Newby? Where is Newby Hall? Is that?
I feel like that's not too far away from me either, Newby Hall.
You're not up north, Mark?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, you're not.
Everything's up north, south of London, isn't it?
Oh gosh. Yeah, Wentworth is beautiful. Wentworth Woodhouse is really beautiful. It's like, oh, it's in Yorkshire.
Wow.
Oh, okay, perfect. Oh, there we go. Well, I'll definitely go if it's in Yorkshire. I'm growing chrysanthemums this year. I've joined the National Chrysanthemum Society, so I want to do
grow
a
some
show for that.
chrysanthemums this year.
You're doing what? Sorry.
I want to grow chrysanthemums this year.
Oh, but have you ordered any? Have you got any of the?
Not yet. No.
Well,
I'll be none left, is there?
You can probably get some of the late ones now, but you have to grow them outside, but you need to grow them indoors because they flower later on in the year, and you have to grow them inside. I've been getting all the tips from the National Chrysanthemum Society.
Oh,
I'll just say so. If you need any help growing chrysanthemums, I've got the insider knowledge.
I think they're going to be the new dahlias, aren't
Yeah.
they? They're really starting to get popular.
I've literally decided that chrysanthemums are going to be the new dahlia for me anyway. So yeah. I think we can make this happen because they kind of need to have a moment. They're so beautiful.
They've got like a bad name, haven't they? They've got that sort of like old grandma flower.
Yeah, I think they almost need like a rebrand, don't they? Because chrysanthemum is also a little bit of a mouthful. Yeah. Go see Chrysanthemums Direct. That's where I got mine from, Chrysanthemums Direct. They actually they had a stall at the Harrogate show as well. But I will say that they didn't have a lot of the varieties on show that I had ordered. They had sort of more of the like classic colours and the classic ones on show. Yeah. But if you look on Chrysanthemums Direct at some of the blooms, they're incredible. Like I would say better than dahlias. Just from like the wow factor perspective, like these huge giant like incurved just globes of just amazingness. And I can't wait for them to flower. Like literally I need to pot them all up. I've got about 60.
How many?
Well, maybe not that many, but I've got loads. I need 60? To pot them all up. Well, they were only little. They came in like sets of 10, so you could buy like a pack of 10, and they were like rooted cuttings, so they're only tiny, and then obviously they grow. Yeah. So I do this. I'm like, I'll just buy a pack, and then I completely forget how
where am I going to put all
they get. Maybe if I see you at a show and they've not flowered yet, I'll give you a couple of mine.
Yeah.
I've got some dupes.
Well, look, we've hit a nerve with Joe. Not better than Dahlia's.
Don't talk about where's this? Where
Joe
am I?
just
I'm not seeing it yet.
Norfolk Blue Door flowers. No, they're not better than Dahlia's.
Well, to be fair, I love dahlias. Dahlias are fantastic, and I don't think they're going anywhere anytime soon. No. But I think it's more of a thing of from what I understand, because I have other chrysanthemums that I've grown, but just like the daisy variety, you know, the ones that they just look like a giant daisy. But they're really hardy, and so you don't have to worry about the frost killing them off, and they'll just keep coming back.
Yeah.
I'm on the dahlia side too. Well, we might be able to change your mind. I mean,
I think we should start a campaign.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as my chrysanthemums start flowering, I'm going to be spamming the feed with chrysanthemum content, and I might be able to change your mind. Maybe if they look good, we'll see. If they look terrible,
I'm going to buy some when I get off here.
Love
I'm going to go buy some now. I was on the fence, but you've definitely pushed me over to the chrysanthemum side now.
Very convincing. I grow both dahlias are better than chrysanthemums. They are less work. Okay. So in what way are chrysanthemums more work though? I don't know. I need to see. This is the thing. I'm still very much learning about growing chrysanthemums, and I generally take the route of least resistance with any plant. So I'll look forward to being convinced. Hey, we'll see. I mean, we're going to do it. We're making a lot of wild promises here, and actually, I've never grown giant chrysanthemums properly before. But the pictures on the website, they look fantastic. But also, when you get like bouquets of flowers and you get like a really fancy bouquet and they've got the chrysanthemums in, and people look at those flowers and they don't realize that they're chrysanthemums, and they go, wow, they're so beautiful, and then obviously they get put in a vase and they never think any more of it because they just don't really care that much. But that's how I found out about how many different varieties of chrysanthemums there were. I got bought a really beautiful bunch of flowers and I was like, I have to find out what this flower is, I have to grow it. And that's how I found out about them. And then I was like, right, I'm on a mission now to grow them and make my own bouquet. Whereas I've always been into food growing, all of a sudden I'm like getting really excited about flowers and loving it. Absolutely loving it. This is the thing though, isn't it? Where I say about gardening, it just creeps in and sort of takes over. And then all of a sudden, it's ridiculous. Like, I want to do flowers and I want to do this and I want to do that. And like, then you want to do, shows and you want to actually enter little competitions. And I just love it. It's brilliant.
I've got a feeling that chrysanthemums last longer in the vase today than dahlias. They just seem to be a bit more robust.
I mean, I've never done a side-by-side comparison, so no.
Yeah, come on, Joe.
I can imagine they would do that. They've got more like woodier stems, haven't they?
Or Paula, because Paula's an amazing florist at Floral Media. And a judge at the RHS shows. So.
Really?
Right, come on in, Paula.
Come, Paula. What last one?
We're waiting for some judgment of what the decision is.
Educators.
I should maybe stop making promises that I might not be able to.
Just started planting inside the polytunnels.
Ooh.
These are chrysanthemums you're talking about. Yes, they last long in a vase. They don't always behave well. With other flowers? What do you mean with other flowers? They get a bit rowdy.
Is it like daffodils where they have something in that? Thanks for dropping that out. Is it like daffodils where they can? I've got another orange. I'm so sorry. It's like an emotional support snack. Is it? Because daffodils can make other plants wilt, or other flowers wilt in the vase.
In the vase,
Yeah, so I wonder if that's what they mean.
Come on, ladies.
We need to know, because I can't search because I'm on the live, so it won't let me go. If I go off
This is the first flower debate.
I love it.
Whoa. Getting educated live.
Most daisy types are what is called dirty flowers. They can affect the vase life of others.
Oh, wow.
There we go. Well, we like a dirty flower, so there we go.
What if you
Just put them all together in one, it'll be absolutely fine.
Daisies
just
with some daffodils, they'd just be like killing each other.
oh, they'd be scrapping, wouldn't they?
I wonder if they'd both be fine together, actually. If they're both releasing a similar type of thing, I wonder if they'd be okay. I learned this about, is it fennel the other day, though, that you can't grow fennel with other things. Because I'd got some fennel to plant out the veg beds, and then I looked into it, like, oh, what does it grow well with? What should I plant it next to? And apparently that releases a chemical into the ground, which stunts the growth of other plants.
Oh.
So if you've got fennel and you're wondering why your other plants around it are not growing particularly well, it's because it's putting something into the soil that stunts the growth of
noticed that. I've grown fennel lots, but I've never noticed that.
Apparently so, like, because I was trying to plan out with because I do all, you know, like interplanting, so everything's got companions.
Yeah.
So I'm putting lots of like rosemary in now. I've rooted loads of cuttings of rosemary to plant around my brassicas and things like that, just to stop pests. My fennel is growing self-seeded with my broad beans. Interesting. I wonder if it might. I mean, it might not, but I saw a lot of posts and articles that said don't grow it with other things.
Oh, wow.
Now it might not be that bad, but it did say that it doesn't get on well. But I'm going to have to plant it somewhere. I'll just have to plant it next to something I don't like.
Or something that's really hard and it'll just not bat an eyelid, like a courgette or something.
Oh yeah, plant it next to a courgette, that'll be fine.
Right. Come on, slow it down.
I've not got courgette. I've got my courgettes are flowering now. Actually, no, I tell a lie. My courgettes aren't flowering yet. My patty pan squash are flowering.
Are they?
And I'm like tempted to use the first flowers and just eat the first flowers rather than and let the plant get bigger first. Because I went to Tuscany last week and they had they made pizza, but it wasn't like tomato pizza. It was like the pizza base, and it had cheese and some other things on it, and then it had goat's cheese and like a big squash flower flattened on top. It was amazing. It was so good. I'm like, I need to do courgette flour pizza now.
Oh, yeah.
So it's really, I'm going to use, I never really bothered that much. I had like, you know, stuffed courgette flowers, but I never thought to put it on a pizza or anything. It was really good. It was really, really good. So I'm going to find out how to do that, because I was sat there going, this is genius. Why have I never put it on a pizza before? Mark, you say that about courgette. How many did you get last year? Did you get a lot of courgettes last year, or did you not? Zero? Oh my goodness. How? How do you get 0 courgettes? Is that I didn't know that was possible.
Slugmageddon. Every time I planted a squash plant out, it was gone by morning.
Really? Yeah. Oh my god. Maybe try it in a pot this time.
I've got plenty of squash plants this year, Joe. I'm going to have thousands of courgettes because I've overcompensated. So I'll just have like 30 courgettes every week. I'll be one of those people coming around to people's house like, do you want a courgette? Like, go away.
And everyone goes, no more.
You let them grow to about marrow size.
I love that though.
Nothing. Oof, I don't like marrows. Oof.
I sometimes will just let a marrow grow, because obviously once they get hard, they'll just, you know, if you have like a little display of like pumpkins and things, I like to sometimes just put a marrow in the display because it looks quite fun. But I've never actually eaten a marrow. I just always like the courgettes. So.
Big watery courgette, that's all.
Yeah, it didn't look particularly appetizing. I was like, oh no, not
if you have courgettes, you got to get them tiny, little finger size.
Yeah,
they're delicious. They're
so really good. Nice. I love them. I love courgette. You know, if you have a Thai green curry, put courgette in. It's so good. If you like the texture of courgette, obviously, but it's really good in a Thai green curry. And I grow the Thai basil as well, which is amazing in it, and that's really easy to grow.
Yeah, lovely.
Really nice. But yeah, very good. I'm hungry now. I'm eating an orange and I'm hungry.
You're munching on oranges. We're sitting there drooling.
So it says marrow stuffed with sausage meat. Ooh,
wow.
Okay.
That'd be a hell of a thing. It's a lot of sausage meat.
Yeah,
like
how big is that?
A sausage meat.
Half a pig. hello from Chile.
Oh, hello.
Hello. I can't even talk now.
Chi.
I'm guessing you're tuning in from Chile.
So, can you remember? I know because I watch most of your little Sunday seed sowing lives.
Yes.
You and Tori. You were talking about squashes, and you couldn't pronounce a certain one, and I told you. I
Yes,
even
I know
did the
how to pronounce it
syllables.
now, thanks
Can you
to
do it?
you. Uchiki curry. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I literally, I've not been able to say that for a number of years. So you actually have taught me how to say it. You spelled it all out phonetically. I
Yeah.
was very grateful. So no, thank you very much for that.
But aren't they absolutely amazing little squash?
Oh, incredible!
They've got to
Absolutely,
be.
like
They've got to be one of the best squash.
if
They
you
really have.
don't grow any other squash or pumpkin, grow that.
Yeah.
It's just great, and they store really well as well. They store so well. I think that and blueprints squash for me. Or was it no Crown
Crown
Prince?
Prince. Yeah.
Yes, those two for me.
Crown Prince is my
If I didn't
favourite.
grow anything else, I'd grow those
Yeah.
two. Personally,
I planted all mine out the other day, and I've got 13 different ones this year.
Oh, that's going to make some nice harvest baskets.
Oh, definitely.
I look forward to seeing that. What's that one?
That Crown Prince,
No.
Mark. Uchiki
You can't
curry.
Yeah, there you go.
Have you got a Crown Prince? He got a spare one.
Probably not. I've probably planted it.
Dig it up. Bring it
Possibly though.
tomorrow.
Possibly.
Those are the two I'm attempting to go. Someone said, "What's that name again, please?" We were just saying it's in fact, let me see if I've got.
Can you spell it?
Here we go.
Oh, look, got the seeds.
Cheeky. This is just another spec. These were from Lidl, so they're not even expensive seeds. But uchiki curry. I don't know if you can see it because it's backwards, but there you go.
Or
Screenshot it now,
onion.
and then you'll.
They call it the onion squash as well, don't they? Sometimes.
Yeah, I guess it kind of does look a bit oniony, but it doesn't taste like an onion.
No, definitely not.
But yeah, if you.
No.
Oh, brilliant! I'm glad you got it. That and Crown Prince. Yes.
Definitely.
Oh, amazing! Yeah, there we go. It's in the chat now. There we go. Yeah, I've recommended that to quite a lot of people this time. Ever since doing the lives, it's really nice because I get to find out what people. IBJ can give you. Oh, there. Oh, I love this plant swap.
You'll have to wait till Saturday then. I'll bring it to Garden World on Saturday.
Yeah, that'd be brilliant. Thank you very much. I planted 13 different pumpkins and squashes and no Crown Prince. I was absolutely gutted. But I got them all out the other day and went, "Where's my Crown Prince? You're joking."
Was it just that you forgot, or was it the seed didn't take?
Just forgot. Just forgot.
Oh my god!
Because I was so intense on getting some weird and wonderful ones from Baker Creek in America. Just completely forgot.
What's the weirdest one that you're growing this year?
Obviously, I'm doing tromboncinos again.
Yes.
Love tromboncinos. Last year, I'd done a lovely one called I can't really pronounce the French.
I know the one you mean.
I think I know. Is it the warty one?
Yes, it's called a peanut squash, or it's called la du dizaine or something like that. But
I know the one that you mean.
I had one. You can't even see. It was absolutely massive, with loads of little lumps and warts all over it. Looks like peanuts stuck on the outside. Fantastic.
They look really cool, though. They look really cool.
I've done some green ones. So you cut through the middle of the. They're called aote green or something like that. But you cut them. They look a bit like butternut shape, but you cut them through. The flesh is green, really deep bottle green. Yeah,
oh, that's cool.
I love pumpkins.
Yeah,
pumpkin, squash, and tomatoes are my. That's my go-to. Love them.
Pumpkins are great because you can literally just grow a load of them and they'll last you all through the winter, which they're just so good.
Yeah,
and they're so yummy as well. Like, I bet is that from last year? Oh, brilliant! I've got one Crown Prince which I have wanted to use, to be fair, but I've just been keeping it to see how long it will keep for, and it's still going strong. It's still fine.
You do.
Yeah, but I think I'm going to have to cook it soon because obviously when it gets too warm, I'm like, it's going to get warm.
That's the problem. That's why I've got in my garage, I've built, I call it my hot hut. It's just like another little shed in the garage where I have my lights and things. And I stored all my all my pumpkins on the top
Yeah.
shelf, and about 6 of them rotted because it was just too warm in
Too
there.
warm. Yeah. There's
Yeah.
the heat. It's the heat. They're fine when it's cold and through the winter, and then once it starts to, I think that's probably a natural reaction, though, isn't it? Because they want to decompose, and then the seeds.
Of course,
Then
yeah,
yeah,
definitely.
so it makes
Yeah.
sense.
Mm.
They're doing what they're supposed to do, but it's not very practical when you're trying to store them.
Yeah. But I was shocked a few weeks ago. We had a guest on, and she was saying about things, eating things which can kill your plants and things. And what's that called, Mark? What was it called? Toxic shock? Not toxic shock.
Toxic.
Toxic squash syndrome.
Oh yeah, you got to be really careful.
And
Well, you can
it's a
tell
thing.
though
It
because
is
they
a
taste
real
bitter.
thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
I didn't.
It
I
doesn't.
thought it was a load of rubbish, but it is a real thing.
It won't. I mean, it won't. I don't think it'll kill you, but it
Depends how
will.
much you eat.
I think, yeah, if you
I
eat
think it'll just
lots,
give you a
they
really
are.
poorly tummy.
Well
Told you
done,
I had
Gallium,
an
Mark's dad.
the
accident.
seams. There we go. Peanut
Well
squash.
done,
Yeah.
Mark's dad.
But yeah,
So,
you can test for the toxic
Galoo
squash syndrome though.
disease.
If you lick it,
Yeah.
it will taste really bitter. So
Mm.
you just taste it before you cook it because
Yeah.
a tiny little taste isn't going to do anything.
And it
But yeah,
does. And I have done it, and it really tingles your tongue.
horrible.
Really,
yeah.
really tingles.
Yeah, you can tell. You can tell. I mean, I think you'd struggle to eat enough of it for it to make you really poorly.
Yeah.
Unless it was masked in something else, and you know the other flavors were so strong you
But
couldn't.
wasn't it because if you save seeds from pumpkins, that's you get
It's
it a
that
lot more if you use
It's if
saved
they're
cross-pollinated.
seeds. Yeah.
cross-pollinated. Yeah, it's if they're
Yeah.
cross-pollinated with something that isn't edible. Or I
Yeah.
don't know exactly. But
No.
it can happen with any turkey bit or any squash
Yeah.
as well. It can happen with turkey bits as well. So I don't know, but yeah, it's not great. But you can
Definitely not.
test. You can just test for it. And if you're buying seeds, usually then you usually should be okay. So if
Should
they're
be all right,
open pollinated, then
Mm.
maybe I'd be a bit
Mm.
more concerned. But just test
Yeah, I
them
think
before you
there
cook
was
them.
a seed company a few years ago that recalled an entire line of seeds
Yeah.
because of it. wasn't it?
I remember that. Which seed company was it? I can't remember. I know it was a well-known one.
Yeah. It was
Yeah.
Was
a
it
big one. Yeah.
Sutton's?
I think it might have been Fothergill's.
Oh, I can't remember. I remember
Obviously
it.
not
I remember it being a
100% sure,
well-known
but
seed. It's good that
yeah.
they did a recall though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, it
I'm
depends.
sure it wouldn't have affected all the seeds.
No. Well, it's just one of those things, isn't
Yeah.
it? Better safe than
You
sorry.
don't want to risk it.
No.
You don't
They
want to risk it.
must have done tester plants, wasn't they? They must have grew some on and then
I guess they
tested
have
them.
to.
Yeah.
They have to do
Yeah,
it
I'm guessing they'd have to with anything, wouldn't they?
every year. Just do some of them.
Oh.
I think they send them out to people to do it, don't they? They have them like seed testers that grow the seed to make sure it's viable. And
That sounds like a great job.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm just going to grow stuff.
Well, Michael,
paid.
Mr. Plant Geek, does plant trials, doesn't he, for companies? And he sends out like batches of plants to people
Really?
so they can try growing it. Yeah.
Oh, that's very
wow.
cool. That's very cool. That sounds like a great job to have.
Yeah.
Probably don't get paid very well. It's more for the
Well, I
love of
don't
it.
know. You never know, especially if a lot of a company's revenue is relying on those plants being good quality and working. I can imagine you don't want to pay a really small amount and get someone that's not doing the job properly. So
Definitely not.
hopefully it's well paid, because I imagine that it would be a reputational thing. Lots of people saving seeds from pumpkin patches and using them. I mean, to be fair,
loads of
I
people
would
do
say
it.
I've saved seeds from pumpkin patches. It's
Just don't eat.
just taste it before you eat it. It'll be fine.
Yeah. It is really, really noticeable. That made my tongue tingle for a good 10, 15 minutes afterwards.
Yeah, it's not. You wouldn't want to eat it.
I did take a big old.
And recorded it.
I did, yeah.
You recorded it.
Yeah.
Oh my!
It's on my grid somewhere. It's on there somewhere.
It's definitely, if you've deleted it, it's definitely still on the web somewhere. Oh my goodness.
Have you got a greenhouse?
Me?
Yeah.
I have, but it's at the allotment.
Right, okay.
So
What you got in there then?
I haven't got anything in there yet, actually. I've got stuff in the shed here, like the 2 or 3 sections of it are like what is it,
Glass.
perspex or whatever it is. Like, it's not glass, it's like a plastic thing. But I'm growing tomatoes in here, and then I've got I need to just take myself. I've got some more self-watering things that you can put the grow bags in. I've got some more of those that I want to take over because I don't go all the time. Like, a lot of the stuff I've got there, I've got a lot of like soft fruit, and it's all perennials. And I've got fruit trees there. I've got a damson tree. I need to go actually because the tayberries should be about ready to harvest. And I've got loads of blackcurrant. Like, I make like loads of blackcurrant jam and cordial and stuff. I love blackcurrant, but I've got far too many at the allotment. But I used to keep my chickens there before. I bought some land at the back of my house, like from a farmer. So now I've got the chickens and ducks there, but I do have a chicken coop at the allotment as well, and a greenhouse and things. But it's actually, I really like it there. It's nice. I still go, even though I've got more than enough here. I like to go because obviously when I'm here, I'm on my own doing it.
Yeah.
And as much as I enjoy that, and I'm quite introverted a good proportion of the time, it's nice to go and like chat with other people who are, just like on here where we're saying, oh,
Yeah.
what are you growing? And I've got a spare plant. What, have you tried growing this? Like, I've got loads of lovage that grows on the allotment, and I was like, I split the I don't know if it's classed as a crown or whatever it is, but I split it because it was getting massive, and I gave like a couple away last time I was there. So I'm fighting blackbirds for my tayberries. You know what you need? I've got a hack for you today. What you need, and I've just bought these off of Amazon, and I've just bought them and put it on my Black Beauty blackberries because they're bigger than tayberries, but they're absolutely amazing. But the birds were getting them, and they're like my absolute favourite. So I don't want the birds to get them, but I also don't want to hurt the birds. Buy some of these
Rubber
snakes. Yeah, you can buy like a multi-pack for like party bags, and you can just put them on your fruit trees. You could put them on your cherry trees to stop the pigeons.
Really?
You can put them in your veg beds, and they deter, like, they'll stop cats from using it as a toilet. And it's obviously chemical free, and it's just a little toy snake.
Stop pigeons coming and nicking your brassicas.
So I haven't put one. I've bought these. They're like these sort of. They're like cloches, like wire cloches that I've got for my baby brassicas, and then I'm going to net off when they get bigger. But I imagine they would stop. That won't work. Mine don't even run for my large furniture. Well, I personally have found we used to get cats, and when I started using these, the cats stopped using the veg beds as a toilet. And I haven't tried these in the berries before because I've always had them netted off. But where I've got my Black Beauty blackberries, it's difficult to net and it doesn't look very nice. So I was like, if I can avoid netting them, I'd rather try to avoid it. So I've wound these around, and I actually did that today, and I haven't had a single bird on them since I put them on. And I'm going to try, although all my cherries have been eaten already by the pigeon, like literally all of them. The plums are fine. They don't care about the plums, but they love the cherries. But I think I must have 1,000 plums on my tree. I'm going to have a bumper harvest this year. So that's really good. So this is what I like. I love stuff that just, like, you don't have to do anything. They just come back every year. You get your fruit trees in. They just come back. It's the easiest way to garden because you don't have to do anything. I think that's why I've got more time to do flowers this year, because I spent so many years putting in perennial fruit and veg. And it's, although I do some annuals, like a lot of it just looks after itself. So now I can do a bit more like flower growing and things. So I feel like as the years go on, you have like a proper little collection, don't you, in your garden? Like perennials anyway, I find. It just gets easier every year. I've got the SAS of blackbirds. They're very clever. Blackbirds are very clever. All the corvids are, aren't they, as well? The crows and things.
Yeah.
And
Adam just said about making a video with your snakes, but that'll go viral. Everybody will just look.
Tell us you're making a
April
video
Fools every day.
I will. You know what? I'll make a video. The thing is, I'm not. You probably do a better video than me, Adam. I'm not very good at the whole sort of doing all the shots, and that, you know, I'm usually being interrupted, or, you know, a dog's barking at me or whatever. So I tend to like just doing the POV thing. So if I do a video, it'll just be me going, put a snake on your plant. There you go.
And then a shot of the plant with a snake on it.
So that'll basically be my video. I will do it, but if anyone wants to make a better quality one, you're more than welcome to.
I just want to ask you about your ducks, because I've heard you mention ducks a few times, and they eat your
Yes.
slugs. Don't they just decimate your veggie patch, though?
When they were babies, they did. So when they were ducklings, was sort of more slightly sort of between ducklings and mature ducks. Fine, send me a snake and I'll do it then.
Buy your own, you tight get.
What was I saying about ducks?
When
Yeah,
they were
they
babies.
did go for my. I've got a little video of the ducks eating. Like they were like, I was like, these are meant to be pest control, and they're eating my lettuce.
Yeah.
And they did go for
I
it.
love lettuce.
But when they don't seem to do it. I don't know if this is for everything. I have Indian runner ducks, yes. They don't seem to go for the plants so much now. They go more for grub. So they will dig. They will wreck your lawn. So if you have them in the garden, they'll destroy your lawn, because they dig to get grubs. So you won't have major grub problems in your lawn, but you won't have a lawn to worry about. So yeah, they're great, and they will get the slugs. But obviously, if you wouldn't have them in like the show part of your garden, you would have them in like the veggie patch or whatever. And I wouldn't have them in all the time. I'd just let them through and let them forage, and then they'll get the grubs, and then obviously don't have them there all the time, because eventually once they've exhausted all the grubs, they will start to go for your veggies. But they will go for grubs first. They even try and catch them. Like they'll like, you see them, they're like, there'll be a little like moth or something, and they're like trying to catch it in the air. It's really cute.
Oh, that's brilliant.
But I've got some more in the incubator at the moment from I hatched them. I had 5 in total, and I had 3 boys and 2 girls. And one of the girls got by the fox the other day, which I was very upset about. So we're going to try and hatch some more. And the males are great because they're really quiet. Female ducks like quack like mad, whereas the drakes are really quiet. They almost like, they just sort of like quack. It's quite raspy. Whereas the females are very loud. But yeah, so we had to put them a bit further away from the house because they were really, really loud. I was like, I'm going to start getting complaints from the neighbours at some point. But yeah,
I've got
they're
chickens,
very good,
but they just decimate. If they get into my veggie patch,
was that you've got
chickens? Chickens, yeah.
Yeah, the chickens will just they'll go for everything.
Yeah.
Ducks generally, from what I'm not a duck expert by any means, but from what I've seen, ducks will go for grubs first, and they won't bother with your veggies unless there's nothing else for them to eat. So if they're hungry, obviously they're going to go for it. But if you've given them feed and they've got lots of grubs to eat, they're not going to go for the veggies first.
Okay.
Whereas chickens they'll go for everything. They will get grubs, but they're not great pest control. But they're great if you've got like dandelions, loads of weeds and stuff, because they'll just eat them. So.
Yeah. I don't know if I dare.
No. I heard that chickens are really good for turning compost. So if you have like a compost pile, if you put it in with the chickens, they'll just like scratch through it and just turn it manually on their part for you. So I've never tried it, but apparently that's quite a good way of doing it.
You might get in trouble chucking the chickens on a compost heap.
Yeah. What have you got any new plants recently, Mark, other than the foot plant?
I got 9 dahlias as well.
What like just did you get like the big ones, or did you get the?
I went for totally tangerine, which is my favourite.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you got all the same colour? Are you going to go?
That always flowers first. That does.
To be honest, I think I thought they were individual, but they were packs of 3, which is why I ended up with 9.
So you
Did you
got 3, you got 9.
3?
Yeah.
I've made that mistake with these. They were packs of 5 and I didn't realise. And I've got like 4 packets of them. Oh god.
I'll have lots of orange dahlias.
Yeah, you will. You will. But that would be nice. I think that would make a lovely bouquet if you use them for cut flowers at all.
Yeah,
that would look lovely. You know, just a big load of orange. That would be great.
I do like Totally Tangerine. It's lovely.
Good one.
See, I really like yellow in the
I
house,
love
but I don't like
yellow.
yellow in the garden unless it's daffodils. Like summer flowers, I'm not bothered about yellow, but I love them for cut flowers in the house. Good job you didn't want 9 and then end up with 27.
Yeah.
That would have been bad.
You could have had a Totally Tangerine hedge.
Hey, that would be brilliant. I've seen people do that with sunflowers.
Yeah.
Doing like a sunflower hedge, which looks really cool, or a sunflower. Was it? I can't remember what it was called. It was like almost like a den of sunflowers, like a big circle, and then they have like
Brilliant.
for kids or whatever to play in the middle or to have a picnic or something. It looked really cool.
That's cool.
Really good.
Totally tangerine.
Totally.
Your garden is going to be totally tangerine, Mark. Try lemon elegans dahlia. It's really beautiful pale lemon dahlia. Ooh, okay. I'm gonna can I screenshot that? Because otherwise I'm not going to. Because the lives don't save the comments afterwards, do they?
No,
so,
it's annoying.
There you go, I
Really
screenshotted
annoying.
it now, so thank you. I never think to do that. I'm always like, oh, I want to remember that later on, and never think to do a screenshot myself. So there we go. I've screenshotted it. I've got a receipt now.
The other things that I got were colocasias, I think, which are like big leafy things, so you probably like those.
Jamie's got no idea. Neither have I, to be fair, but I feel a bit better about that now.
They're basically like just leaves, so they're sort of tropical plants. So they're like big.
Was it like a banana leaf type thing?
Yeah, but they're more rounded than a banana leaf. So they're like a bulb at the moment. So there's nothing to see at the moment, but they're like different colours. They're cool because I like my sort of big tropical leaves.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
They actually grow.
You need a host to Jurassic Park.
You do. You need to have a look.
Why did I not see that?
You'll like them. I think you'll like them. Well, I think I got the entire Farmer Gracie back catalogue of Jurassic Park hostas, so I think they might have sold out. But yeah, to be fair, if I grow them, I can separate them. I'll give you one. So
there you go.
Forward to that.
There we go. Free plants. I can't see any more comments. I'm gonna have to try some lemon dahlias, but I don't want to grow them in my garden. I'll have to grow them on a cut flower bed, I think, because I don't.
You're a yellow hater.
To go in the garden. I like the pinks and like the lavender colours with white and green. I like those, and I like to just keep it at that, or just have it like tonal pinks and whites and green. But we'll see.
I like any colours. I just, like I said earlier, put a gap. Get a gap and fill it up.
Yeah. No, that's to be fair. I think that's what a lot of like my dad does. That he like has all the different colour flowers in his garden, and to be fair, it does look very beautiful. Lemon and lavender works really well. To be fair, I bet it does. Okay. Oh, you're convincing me now.
Slowly.
Although I think it's a little late in the season, unless I were to buy a plant now.
Yeah.
I've got a lot of dahlias, but I've already screenshotted it, so I think I'm gonna have that on the list for next year. So we'll see. Watch this space. I might have a lemon lavender border.
That's good.
Oh my goodness, it's nearly 9 o'clock.
I know. I'm just about to say, can I turn cameras around? I just want to show you. You'll be able to see it from there. That Ridgeron. I'm standing here. Not a Ridgeron. What's it called?
Is that a pizza oven? Did I just see a corner of a pizza?
You did.
Ooh, that looks good.
Look at the blue.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Iridium.
That's it.
Yeah. Oh, lovely. I'm going to get my very little one that's in a pot to show you. Yours is a lot bigger.
Look at my poor little. What are they called?
Peony.
Peonies. So every time
This is
You need
Go.
fine.
support, Jamie.
My little one.
No, they've just been hammered and rained on.
Okay.
Oh yeah, look.
Mine's only little, but you can start. It's starting to get that
Louis.
bluey
Yeah.
colour coming through.
Beautiful.
But I've got 2 in
I
there. It's in an old
really like the
lupin
soul ones.
tub that I planted them in. But they're really beautiful. I love that they get to. Was that just one plant that you put in and it's just spread?
Yeah, that's
Or was
about.
that a few?
No, that's probably 4th year this year, maybe 3rd year, probably. It just comes
Wow. And that was
back
that
every
just
year.
one plant? Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful.
So even Joe's telling you need supports on your peonies, Jamie.
They were fine until the rain. The rain's just battered them. Look.
Oh dear.
Absolutely battered them. There's no point in
It's a
having
bit late.
peonies
It's a
because they
bit
last
late for
3
sports
minutes.
now, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, the lost cause.
There's that big salvia again, Mark. I found out what it's called now. That's called
What is
salvia concolor.
concolor? Is that another one from East
Yeah.
Russia?
No, that I can't remember where that came. I've had that about 3 years, but that gets to
Ginormous,
at
isn't it,
at
already?
least 6 foot. Yes, gets to at least 6 or 7 foot with really big blue, really deep blue leaves on flowers. Sorry. Yeah, I've supported my delphinium. Look at
Well
that.
done.
See, look at all my gaps. I've got to fill all my gaps now.
Well, you've got plenty of plants
I'll
to
have
fill your gaps with, haven't you, after that hole?
Right.
You got
Enough.
a table full.
Enough. I have, yeah. I've got some more. Hold on.
Oh my god.
More dahlias to
This
go
makes
in
me
there,
feel a lot better about my plant buying addiction.
and more dahlias over there. So,
And we're going to Gardener's World on Saturday. So
Oh
and we
no,
go together as well.
I'm going to restrain myself there because I don't like carrying things around. You know,
yeah.
I'm going to restrain myself. Although to be fair, if you go on the Sunday, on the last day, they always have like plant sales on,
Sell off.
don't they? So it's
They
Yeah.
do,
better.
yeah. You can go and buy them straight out the garden as well.
Yeah. So, but I've never been on the last day of a show, so I'm probably quite grateful for that because I would buy a lot. So
Definitely.
I'm gonna
It's
have to
gone.
call it a night. I think in a
Yeah, yeah,
second.
definitely. Just about to say, it has gone 9 o'clock.
It's
Have you
going
got
to my
another minute or
bedtime.
two? Have you got a minute or two for Mark's lightning round of questions?
Yes.
Get the lightning round. So first one is your favourite band or artist?
Ooh, that's difficult. Actually, no, it's not difficult. Actually, Sigur Rós is my favourite band.
Good choice.
Who did you say?
Sigur Rós. They're like an Icelandic.
Never heard of
It's
them.
very whimsical. It's lovely.
Okay.
We'll have to check them out, Jamie.
Yeah, will do.
Add it onto the Spotify list. Next one. In the summer, are you a cuppa in the morning sun or a cold drink as the sun goes down?
Both.
Can't have both. You've got to choose one or the other.
Okay, cuppa in the morning sun because I'm an early riser. So, but I
Checking all the
would do
band
both.
names. To be fair, I probably would as well. Next one. Flowers or edibles?
Edibles. Or edible
Easy choice.
flowers.
Or edible
Oh, yeah.
flowers. That might
I tried a
change.
fuchsia berry today. That was lovely.
Oh, what
Oh.
berry?
A fuchsia berry.
Yeah.
You can eat
I think
fuchsias,
yeah.
and the flowers are edible. The leaves are peppery. I haven't actually eaten the leaves yet, but apparently they're like a bit of like a nasturtium type thing because of the pepperiness.
Yeah.
But I picked a berry off of one of my fuchsia plants, and I was like, I think you can eat these. So I ate it, and it was quite sweet. It was nice.
Oh, wow.
It looked like a tiny little cherry.
Yeah, they are quite little.
Oh, wow. I'm going to have a look.
Next one. Beach or forest?
Forest.
That was a good choice. Go to emoji.
Ooh, probably the cry laughing face, even though I know that's seen as like an old people's thing now. I'm well into millennial, so I still use it. I know the Gen Zers say it's cringe, but I'm gonna stick with that one. It's my favourite.
Showing your
So.
age. If you could only have one snack for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Oranges.
Oranges. As you've proved tonight. Finish the sentence. My perfect day would be.
Ooh, just in the garden. outdoors, anything to do with nature or plants or anything like that. My perfect day would be outside.
All day. Let me just stop the dog from barking.
I think I've
Crazy
eaten,
dash.
well, I've not eaten oranges, but I've eaten 3 easy peelers whilst we've been on this podcast. That says everything you need to know about my favourite snack.
Yeah.
Today's favourite plant.
Today's favourite plant. Can it be anything? Can it be? Does it have to be like flowers, or can it be edible?
Anything you want.
Anything. Today's favourite plant is my overwintered pepper, which I'm very proud of, and
Oh,
I keep
wow.
showing it on my seed sowing Sundays, and I'm going to show it again because I'm super happy with it. Look at that!
Wow. Look at
And
that.
I've got like
Wow,
12
fantastic.
peppers growing on it as well.
That's so much better if you've got them over winter. You get so much.
Look how thick the stem is. It's massive. It's
Oh,
huge. So good. I'm really happy. And like, I've got so many. And I think I don't know if it'll overwinter another year though. I don't know if it's just a 2-year type thing or if it will just carry on and turn into a tree, which would be really cool. But I've never been able to overwinter them before, and I managed with that one, so I'm really happy. But I kept that in the house and treated it like a house plant. So if you're going to try and overwinter peppers, like treat them like a house plant and put them in a room where they've got lots of light, like even though it's artificial. I think the light helped, whereas previous years I kept them in the shed and in the greenhouse, and I think the light was the issue because they were warm enough, but they just didn't pull through. So I definitely think the light is a big factor. And I didn't cut them back either. Everyone says cut them right back, and I didn't do that.
You didn't at all?
Nope, nothing. Just kept it like a houseplant. And then it sort of slowed down, dropped a few leaves in late winter, but it didn't grow any new leaves. It just like kept the ones that it had. Yeah. And then come spring, when it started to get more natural light by the window, it then started to put out new leaves, and that's when I trimmed it back. Right. So I didn't trim it loads, but I trimmed it so that it would put new shoots out. So that seems to have done the trick.
Brilliant.
So, yeah.
Try that.
I'm very proud of that. But to be fair, there's so many different plants I would pick.
Next one, favourite season.
Oh, spring.
Oh, nice.
It's been a while since we had a spring.
Yeah.
It's normally autumn.
Yeah.
I think it's just to be fair, spring or autumn to be fair, but I just really spring, it all gets very exciting, doesn't it? You've got so much to look forward to. But I like all the seasons, to be fair.
Yeah, definitely. If you could make one thing disappear from your garden or the gardening world, what would it be?
Slugs.
Slugs are in the bin. They're out of there.
I think my ducks would. Can't hear you. Is that me that you can't hear, or is that?
I don't know.
What about me? Can you hear me?
I can hear I can hear everyone. So I don't know if it's my sound. Can you guys hear me?
Can everybody hear us? Yeah, everyone can. Next one, favourite weed.
Favourite weed. Chamomile.
Oh, nice. Because
it's good for tea. So I can hear you all. Okay, I think it's just a localised issue then.
Yeah. Garden visit or plant shopping trip?
Oh, that's a hard question. Garden visit.
Ooh. First person on garden visit.
Well, I do a lot of plant shopping, but I love seeing different like botanical gardens and things like that. I just love it. You know, when you get like somewhere that's got a massive glass house. I went to see my best friend lives in Copenhagen, and they've got the botanical gardens there, and they're incredible. And they've got the most beautiful glass houses there. But yeah, I love all of that stuff. Things that I couldn't grow at home.
A garden visit, a garden with a nursery in it.
Yeah.
Exactly. Because I kind of think I think I've cheated there, because most botanical gardens have a plant shop or some sort of So there we
go. Favourite garden scent?
Oh, that's really difficult, because in what season? Because in every season is a different one. Okay, so if it was spring, I would say hyacinths.
Nice.
Love hyacinths.
And if it's summer, I would say it's got to be a toss-up between lavender and jasmine.
Jasmine's.
I think sweet peas are amazing.
You know, I'm not a fan of sweet peas.
Really?
It's not the smell. I just think they're too fussy. I think it's because I can't grow them. They don't grow for me, so I'm like, I don't like them. I'm not on speaking terms with sweet peas. So maybe I'll go to somebody else's garden and smell their sweet peas, but not in my garden. They don't like me.
And the final one, what would you want your gardening legacy to be?
Oh, my gardening legacy. I think my gardening legacy, I'd like it to be that I got people excited about plants and growing, and just excited about being outside and just growing a thing, even if it's a really little thing. And I think it's nice to just be excited about it. You know, and enthusiastic. So I think maybe my gardening legacy would just be getting people excited and enthusiastic about just growing in general. That's what I'd quite like.
Brilliant. Fantastic.
Any more, or is that it? Is that
No,
last
it's
question?
done. Really, really good. Thank you so much.
Oh, thanks for having me on. This has been really fun.
Great night, isn't it?
Right, I'm going to have to dash now. But,
yeah.
It's 10 past 9.
I know.
I
know. We always do it. It just keeps going and going.
Yeah,
we could keep talking for hours, couldn't we?
Thanks for sticking with it, guys. People that have been on the live this whole time. It's been amazing. So thank you. Thank you all. Lovely chat. Yeah, it's been really good. Right, I'm gonna shoot. But good night, everyone.
Lovely. Thank you so much. It's been really
Bye.
good. Thank you. See you later. Bye. Another one where we could keep going and going and going. Well, most of them we could.
Most weeks, unless interrupted by a crying baby.
Yes.
Poor Kate.
Yeah, poor Kate last week. Really good. That was brilliant. Enjoyed that.
Yes. Fairly new person, but probably quite a few people. So nice to introduce people to Georgina. If they don't know who she is, go give her a follow over at Plot
Bay. BAE. Plot_BAE.
Definitely. So what are we doing tomorrow?
We're going on a road trip.
Separately. From different areas.
From different areas, but we're going to meet up at one where we're going to meet up at Middleton Hall.
Gardens.
That's going to be great.
Daniel.
Been crazing to get there for about 2 years.
I'm excited to go and see how much he's achieved, because I went the same time last year before the press event.
Okay, yeah.
So it'll be nice to see what he's been up to and
that'd be good.
how much the gardens have come on.
Looking forward to that.
See Nat.
So we're going to have a wander around there and then off to the
NEC.
Yeah. Go and see all these lovely gardens.
All the wonderful gardens that everybody's been building.
Yeah, excited for that.
I feel serious FOMO this week, seeing it and thinking,
yeah.
we were there last year.
I know.
His new greenhouses, full of succulents. One of which I've been promised.
Oh yeah, it looks beautiful, doesn't it? It's a lovely greenhouse.
I mean, when I went last year, he took me into their sort of old greenhouse, which he's repaired, and that was just absolutely full of all these succulents that he's collected over the years. So now he's got like specific setup to put these succulents.
Wow.
Looks amazing.
Wow.
But all the other stuff he's been up to, he's transforming that garden into something really special.
Yeah, can't wait.
So that'd be nice.
Yeah,
so I'm sure we'll see pictures and videos of the day, and I need to go and find a high-vis jacket now. Can I just wear my yellow hat? Does that count?
No.
No.
High-vis hat.
That means I'll be wandering
I might have another
with a chicken one.
I might have another JW electrical one if you need one.
I'll let you know if I can't find it.
If you can't find one, I'll bring you one.
If I can't find my plot amongst the chickens.
Oh yeah.
Someone last year. I wonder why they've changed that. Does that mean we need steel toe caps as well then?
No, I'm not wearing steel toe caps. She didn't say that. There was an email go out today. Julie Parmenter, whatever her name was.
Parameter?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Thanks very much,
Thanks,
and thank you
everyone.
for the Crown Prince. Don't forget that on Saturday, Mark.
Yeah, and I'll remember you tomato on Saturday because I
Yeah.
was supposed to bring that as well and I forgot it. She'll
Yeah.
work.
Yeah, okay. And I'll bring yours on Saturday as well. We'll have a swapsies.
Hopefully it's not going to be too hot. We'll have to find a shaded spot. We'll leave our windows open for our plants.
It's hot. It's hot tomorrow, but it's not going to be quite as hot on Saturday, I don't think.
24
Thanks,
degrees.
Joe.
Right. We'll see you all next week. And
Thanks,
next
everybody.
week we have
Fantastic.
the viral sensation that is View from the Potting Bench.
Is he gone?
Probably gone now, Georgina.
Yes, we've got Adam next week.
That'll be fun.
Be great. We'll be have a good chat with him about NEC as well. Tell you everybody what went on.
Yes, because he's talking at the NEC. He's got his stage with one of our other previous guests, Aid Sellers.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have
Be
lots
good.
to talk about. Right. We'll see you all next week. I'll see you tomorrow,
later.
JB.
I'll see you tomorrow. Have a
Bye,
chat.
everyone.
See you later. See you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to Through the Garden Gate.